Hello. Hi. I'm below. I'm down here. Hello. Hi guys, welcome in. How's everyone's day? I am officially on break. Well, I have a long weekend. Um, I don't work tomorrow and I don't work on Monday. They made a game about I know. Literally when I was offered to play this, I was like, it has my name in it. I have to stream it. Hi Dap. Hey DJ, look who's early. Look at you. Hi DJ, how's the day? Nix, congratulations on first. How are you? Let me say hello to everybody. Nix, Driver, Franklin, Dap, DJ. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. How's everyone? How's everyone's day? But yeah, I don't work. I don't have to go back to work until Tuesday. So we're gonna play this tonight, and then we've got a long weekend ahead. Lots of fun stuff. I feel like it's very loud. Or am I not loud enough? Let me see. Am I not loud enough? Let's turn me up a little bit. How's that? Is that better? That looks like it's better. Okay. Finally sleeping in, and you? I am also gonna sleep in tomorrow, and it's gonna feel great. Love a long weekend? Yes, so it's my 3-year Twitch anniversary this weekend. I'm not doing anything, like I'm not doing like a subathon. I'm calling it a subathon because I'm gonna play Subnautica all weekend. And well, I'm gonna finish Subnautica 1 and start Subnautica 2. So that's kind of the plan. So I'm calling it like a subathon, but really I'm just like gonna stream all weekend, you know, like I'm excited. All right, so we have a sponsored stream today. This is a new game. It is not out yet. Congratulations on 3 years. Thanks, Dap! I can't believe it's been 3 years. That's crazy. That's one of my longest relationships ever. So this is a new game. It has not come out yet, but the demo is on Steam. It is also live on Kickstarter, so it is almost entirely crowdfunded. I do believe that the developer started kind of out of pocket and has now turned to Kickstarter and crowdfunding. If you donate, or if you pledge, if you pledge $20 or higher, you get an entry to win a Nintendo Switch Lite with a fancy Crystalla skin on it, which I think looks really cool. I have a Switch, so I don't need a Switch Lite, but it looks really cool. So what I have seen from this is it's kind of cat Dark Souls, is what I've gotten from the little bit that I've seen. I watched somebody play it yesterday, and it looks like Dark Souls, but you're a cat. So prepare to watch me die probably a lot. But without further ado, let's start. And I guess once a couple more people come in, we can like show the trailer and stuff like that. But I kind of want to just like get into it. Like I'm actually kind of excited to play this game. So usually when people give me stuff to play on stream, I'm always like, okay, I'll give it a try. And then I'm like, this is fun, but this isn't something that I would find myself playing for a long time. Has cats already good in my books? I feel like this is going to be a good one. Be careful wandering into thick fog. You never know what's lurking. Ooh. I have a controller today. Hi, kitty. Oh. Let's let the low textures load. Okay. Find the fishing village. Wait, I might have to turn some textures down. Hold on. Press R to toggle targeting artist targets. For a light attack, for a strong attack, block. L and X to cast your spell. L and R. And L and R, okay. A to jump, B to dodge. Crouch, healing. Sprint. Okay, so A, okay. So this is crawl, okay. So this is fast attack, this is a heavy attack. I think I have to turn some graphics down. Ooh, it's all on epic. All right, let's go high. Let's just go high for now. And then let's see how much that changes things. Bye. Yes. Hi, Raven. Okay. Let's see. Still a little bit of lag, but it's better. Is there motion blur? Blue motion blur off. Do this on medium. Hello. Hello, Raven. How you doing? Oh, that feels better. Okay, that feels better. Alright, and then, so hold L. Okay. Okay. See. Wide pickup. Interact with the altar. It's very quiet. Okay, interact with the altar to activate the crystal checkpoint. If you die, you're back to life with this crystal. Okay.
Travel throughout the clan. Complete the challenges set out before you. And prove yourself worthy to join the ranks of the great Raksaka warriors.
Raksaka.
Challenges can take many forms.
Crystal!
As much as
Ow.
strength of arm to complete.
Okay, stop with like, you're not Subnautica, I know. Doing well, had an iced coffee and feel like a human today? I wish I had an iced coffee. Okay, so this is... Oh, so this is very Dark Souls. So this is where you level up, you travel, fast travel, okay. Oh, oh. I see, okay. Wait, don't I have magic? Use mana to cast spells. Ah. Where's my mana? Is the purple my mana? The purple's probably my mana then, right? Yes, and it refills with attacks. Okay. Little laggy. Ah. I want to do like an all magic run. Dash, double dash to dodge. You're briefly invulnerable. Oh, okay. Ooh. Can I do like stuff like that? If it didn't lag, maybe. Yeah, I think so. Some of it's probably also my PC. I need to target. That's what I need to do. No, target the one that's... Can you target the one that's literally beating you up next to you? Is it... Are we gonna, like... Consume healing crystal. Okay, consume mana crystal. Okay, okay. I don't need them right now, though. I'm the strongest kitty cat. Hi. Longer jump by holding. Climb ledges and ropes. Okay. Guys, I haven't played on a controller in so long, other than like Zelda, obviously. And now I don't know how to use a controller anymore. Tippy toes. I might have to turn it down just a little bit again. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Max. Yeah, I turned my max FPS. Alright, let's turn our texture. No, let's turn our foliage down. And let's turn our shadows down. Our view distance down. Okay. The character looks pretty good. I know. Honestly, I thought that there would be character customization, but it's not in every game. It's fine. Send mana to use powerful. Use an ability twice in a row. Ooh. What? Ah! Okay. I was like, it lags every time it spins there, but stop. Honestly, some of it's probably my PC. Targets. It's still in development. Maybe there will be character customization when it's finished. Maybe. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But yeah, it is still in development. I like her little ears switch and stuff. Look at her little ears. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. She's very cat-like, even when she's just like chilling. Press wide open. Locked from the other side. Okay. Oh, hi, bug. No. Do you have wares? Kidget has wares if you have coin. I am the coolest cat. Can I swim? Are you a boss? You seem very boss-like! How do I dodge again? Isn't it double B? Oh, because I'm holding down. Okay, I see. Ooh. she just straight kicked him in the dome. She's like, get out of here. What is this? Oh, it's a silent princess. Everything in the entire world is Zelda at all times, guys. Can I jump? There we go. Ah. Do I jump? Jump. 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 Ooh, I like the music. Very mysterious. Onward Fortune. A Minior pink in chat. Okay. I mean, I'm a cat, so I can land on my feet, right? Can I target that guy? Can I jump? Oh, I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. That would have been cool if I wasn't a big dum-dum. Where am I going? Do I have a map? Yes. Yes. Alright, level stats. Let's see. Do I have enough level? Ooh, okay. This is so weird. Like, I thought that was my name. I was like, how does it know my name is Chris? But it doesn't know. That's what it's called. That's like what XP is called. This is gonna be so funny to play. Wait, how do I decrease? I don't know how to do this. I don't know. Coming soon, okay? Coming soon. Okay, this is all coming soon. You are here! Okay. Level stats. Level. Chris. Chris required 5. Oh, I don't have enough. I don't have enough Chris. I don't have enough Chris. I don't have enough me. What if I don't call this name Kristalla? What if I actually just call it Kristalla? Because it's Krista La. Like my name and then La at the end. Okay, so this is where I came in, right? I think you should. Krista La. Krista La. Okay. No, I came from here. Yeah, see, I came from... Yeah, okay, I came from here. I came from here. Alright, let's go this way. Oh, why are you here? Oh, it's like Dark Souls. They're all gonna respawn when I do the thing, right? Yeah, I forgot. I can't be reset and stuff. Actually, I can. Give me this XPs. Actually, I'm kind of glad that I'm playing this on controller, because I'm not sure how well I would have done in a game like this on mouse and keyboard, honestly. So actively trying to join your stream and not see Zelda? I know. Full-time Zelda streamer. You know what I do have? Hi, Biggie. Welcome in, by the way. Do you know what I do have that I haven't finished? Other than not being able to jump like a chump? Guys, I have Link's Awakening. I have, like, the little cute remaster of Link's Awakening that I've never finished. Alright, I want to do it right this time. I go, yeah, yeah. Alright, and then this is the one where you do this. You go, spin, spin, spin. Oh, so I can, like, do this a lot because I'm getting mana back as I'm spending it. Is that how that's working? I spooky kitty. Look at me. Watch. If I stay still long enough, like, watch her little ears. She's like, look at her. She's like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, guys? Look at her little ears. Look at her ears going. She's so cute. What is her name? Does she have a name? Do we name her? I don't know. I don't have answers. I don't have answers. Alright, so we have to get... Oh, can I go up there? Hold on. Maybe I didn't have to go around at all. Maybe I can go right there. Can I go here? Oh my gosh, look at me. Look at me. I love her. Her name is Pink now. Do you have a way to play A Link Between Worlds? It's one of my favorites. I don't think A Link Between Worlds is... Hold to block. Blocking attacks lowers your balance. If you run it, become open to critical attack. Block right before an attack. Oh no, I'm so screwed. I can't block for shit. Wait, I have to target first. Okay. I can't block. I'm so bad at... Oh, see? I'm so bad at blocking! Go away. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. You being a bully. Get magicked. Get magicked. I don't have any banana. I don't have any bananas. Alright, I need to get blocking. Apparently, that's what they're trying to teach me right now. I blocked. No. I died because I hit the wrong button. Streaming desk games is tough. Well, you have to have, like, the capture card thing attached to it. Like, there's, like, capture card attachments that you can get put on your DS's. Load my... There we go. I was like, load my texture. Alright. So, I just straight up simply did not hit the right button. And that's the only thing that happened. That's the only thing that happened, is I straight up just did not hit the right button. Like, attacking with just the triggers is just kind of messing me up. But I'll get it. We're, what, half an hour in? Not even? Yeah, I'll get it. Dark Souls vibes? Yeah. Actually, it seems Darksiders 3 with more action-y gameplay. It's like a hack and slash for sure. Oh, it's definitely supposed to be Dark Souls. I'm just not playing it the way that Dark Souls is meant to be played, because I can't play those games. Alright, so we're going... Okay, this is run. Okay, hit the right buttons, Krista. You got this. Jump. Okay, go across. Alright, and then we're gonna target this guy. No. No. This one. This one. How about this one? Thank you. And then jump and this. Okay. And then spins. Ah! Oh, the lag. Oh, the lag. Oh, the lag. Alright, I'm gonna turn it down again. I don't want to keep going lower because, like, I want you to be able to see it. But I don't know. Okay. Let my textures load. There we go. Okay, let's turn... hate to do it, but I just really want to play without the lag, and I'm sure that stream is not helping the situation. Alright. This and this. Okay. Don't hit the wrong buttons this time. Like, please. I'm just running past these guys. Running past these guys. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Jump and this. Okay. And then this is supposed to be the spin, but it's like... Okay, that time wasn't so bad. Ah! Alright, so down is to get my crystals. Yep, okay. Alright. Oh, oh, lagging, oh, lagging. Okay. Alright, so this is the guy I have to block, which is this button. Okay. And then this is the attack button, like a dummy. Okay, target. I did? I don't know if I lagged or if it just didn't time it right. I am literally hitting the button, but sure, I guess. Go off. I don't care, get wrecked. Is it cat time? It's cat time. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. My little ears. My little ears. Go to equipment to change armor. An angler breastplate. Ah. Oh, they're like little leaves. That's cute. What's this? Nisgaran training talisman. Ah, what's this? Consumables. Lightly shroom. What does this do? Aya, welcome in. How are you? Angler pants. Okay. Ooh, I'm so tough. I'm so tough. Keep attacking the enemy's block to reduce their balance. Once their balance bar is empty, press RB to perform a takedown. Enemies can also deflect your attacks. Yeah, but that's like too much when I could just like slash them a bunch of times, right? Or not. Yeah, or I can just slash him a bunch. Alright, can I... magic him? You're not very observant, are you? Can I sneak? I'm so sneaky. Do I just... They're so stupid. They're so not observant. Alright, can I... To light up dark areas with your light shroom, press wide open. Why do I need dark areas? I'm a cat. Been a long day, but I made it. My sneaky shuffle. I know, isn't it so cute? She's so cute. I love her. I wonder if she has like an actual name or if we should name her. I thought you were saying, hey, not very observant. You are to someone in chat. No, I was talking about this boss who this creature. What is that? I was talking about this like rat dude or whatever that I managed to just walk right up to. Send it, and he's unblockable attacks marked by yellow flash can only be deflected or dodged. Okay. Well, first of all, this sucks because I am not ready for a boss fight yet. I'm so weak. Are you gonna notice me? Ah! Why does he have chainsaw hands? What is he? Is he like a weird, like, mouse thing? I don't know. Okay, I gotta get behind you. Lag. I killed him. Okay, so this way. I'm like, damn, Pinks is done with backseating. I am done with backseating. People in Subnautica have no chill. Seriously, zero chill in Subnautica. Sneaky. Does anyone else do that when they have to be sneaky in a game? They get really quiet. Like they get really quiet. Like the game will hear me. Go in here. Locked from the other side. Okay. Oh, it's not locked. It's literally open. Hilarious. What is this? Can I have this? I've been playing Phasmophobia lately, so I have to do that. I'm playing Phas? I haven't played Phas in a hot minute. I used to play Phas a lot. And the funny thing is like, I never actually really liked Phasmophobia. It just... Oh, come on, laggy. Just, like, seems to always be a game that is, like, people are like, Phasmophobia? And I'm like, I guess. So, wait, didn't I come from that way? Yeah, I just came from that way, so I go that way. Oh, yeah, to the other enemy that's over there. That makes sense. Can I get behind him? Will he notice me? No, don't notice me! Aya, thank you. Rapidash in chat, guys. That's huge. I thank you for sacrificing your points to the Twitch gods. Ooh, look, I got a crystal. I got a Quista. Head driver. Alright, can I level up now? Kill and loot. Oh, I didn't look. I didn't look. Okay. I have 1 level. Vitality allows you to take more damage before you die, growing your health values. You'd want to put some points here to not take hit kill. To not take hit kill. Strength is your physical strength. It grows your attack power for weapons based on your strength. Finesse is your dexterity. It grows your attack power for weapons based on your finesse. Malediction. Is it malediction? Malediction? Offers entrance to malediction magic. Malediction magic is additionally boosted, allowing for increased mana, stronger effects, and granting resistance to its particular type. Eminence. Eminem offers entrance to Eminem magic. These developers are going to be so mad at me because I pronounce everything wrong on purpose. It's just what I do. It's just what I do. It's just my thing, okay? Eminence magic is additionally boosted, allowing for increased mana, stronger effects, and granting resistance to its particular type. So finesse and malediction are grayed out, so can I not use those? No. So I'll do vitality, I guess? Finalize, yes, okay. Travel. Village or dark path. Ah, okay. I see. I see. Give me this. The gate to the caves requires 2 keys. The general has already found one of them and is waiting for us in the fort. Reports say that the other key is in a mansion. Spells are automatically equipped in the demo. Okay. Yeah, locked on the side. How did I know it was going to be locked? Okay, so I guess we do have to go this way. Press what? Press Y? To what? To read? Ah. Left. Ah, why are you here? I didn't think that I got your attention yet, but okay, I guess I did. Give me your soul. Okay. So, apparently they can see me. Alright, so it says right, village square, left, mayor's mansion, but I can't get into the left, so I gotta go around, obviously. Yeet. No, go in. No, just a little hop to go inside. What are you doing? I can't see. I am stuck. I am stuck. I cannot see. Alright, I just want a little hop to get in here. Like, can I not climb through windows? That's an open window that I can't climb through? I'm literally a cat. Ah! Why? Why are you so mean to me? Okay. Give me your soul. What's this one do? I don't have enough mana to do it. Never mind. Whee! Oh, I lagged. I tried to do the jumping thing. Oh, why can't I? Ooh, ooh, I'm gonna die. Ugh, move. Stop lagging. Come on. This makes me sad that it's lagging because I'm sure part of it is definitely my PC, but also like it shouldn't be this bad. Bruh. Why do I like stopped swinging? Like she just stood there and took a hit. What the heck? Oh shoot, I have to do all this again. Can't see. See? She just stopped swinging. See, look it, she stopped swinging. She just stopped. Is it because I'm breaking their shield? Like, why does that make me stop? Okay, hold on. Oh, you have to investigate further. He's running away. Goodbye. Alright, you stop. Can't see. I can't see anything. So I have to work my way over to the mansion, it seems. Oh, okay. I don't know if I lagged there, or if I just didn't jump, or both, or what. Oh, see? I just moved. Move! Get on the thing! Move! Uh, okay, I don't know if it's... I genuinely don't know if it's my computer or if it's the game. Go. Okay. You turned down settings? They're all on medium now. See, but she likes... I guess it must break my poise or whatever when I hit them. God, I want to hit this guy. Based on its visuals, I know. So that's why I'm like, I hope it's not my PC, but I play other stuff that does not stutter this much. Like, I played Elden Ring and it didn't stutter this much. I would guess it's the game. Yeah, everything's on medium. I do. I am too poor to have a 2 PC setup, Galaxy. Yeah, I do stream on the same computer. But so do plenty of other people that don't seem to have these issues that I have. So can I go... Oh, I can get in this house from over here, though. Got him. Got him. Is this my stuff from last time? Yeah. It's because it's like Dark Souls, you gotta go back and recover your... Excuse me? That was rude. So you gotta go back and recover your souls. Ooh, I don't think I want this guy. How come I can't use them? Move, move, move. Ah! Let's not be here for, like, any of that situation. I thought he was gonna explode. I thought he was gonna explode and poison me. What is that noise? Is that still him chittering? No, something in here. In this house. In this house. OBS is a bit of a resource hog. I can run games on high quite often without OBS, and simply when streaming, I struggle on medium. Yeah, so the only other game that did this to me, like this bad, was Guardians of the Galaxy. And it was quite literally only while I was streaming. So I'm hoping that this... but I want it to perform well because, like, I want to be able to play the game on stream, like, when it comes out, like, when it releases, you know? Like, I want to be able to play it, I want to be able to enjoy it. So, I guess it is good to showcase that, like, you know, it doesn't perform the best on all PCs. Because, yeah, my Elden Ring didn't even act like this. Oh! Why are you shooting at me? Okay, I need to get into the... You came to the party and you were not invited. There's another spitty guy over there. Nope, 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 nope. Move, 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 move. Don't lag, don't lag. I need to heal. Oh my god, get up. Get up on the thing. Get on the thing. Why am I... She would literally not get up on the wood. Oh my god. Okay, get this poison off of me already. They just despawn? This is... Ew, it like poops them out. Game does not need CC. You guys just need to chill out. Alright, okay. This, I'm not gonna lie, that is actually bothering me. Like the not being able to get on the... What do you call it? The dock, or whatever this is called. Stop running away! Just come here and get hit. I have to fight the lag anyway. They are poisoning, I bet they're exploding. Yeah, they didn't explode. I thought they would explode, but he doesn't want to explode. He just wants to poop out babies, I guess. Every time you see something the first time you get shader compilation stutter, the longer you play it, the better the performance is. Yeah. It's so strange, though. It's like... Alright, what if I turn my view distance down? Is that... And my anti-aliasing down. Maybe that'll help. Maybe it doesn't have to render so far in the distance, it might help. And it immediately stutters. Amazing. It seems only to stutter sometimes, yeah. Like it's just trying to load everything. Skiddo in chat. So there's one of those. Ooh, what are you? What are you? That's a new flower. I am lagging. I'm so far back. Death count 2? No, I think this is 4. Yeah, very far. I am very far back. Yeah, see, this is locked from the other side. Wait, oh, I didn't open that. Okay, hold on. Death count 4. Something like that. I can't. Oh, I love when I lag into an attack. It's so fun. Like, I want it. The worst part is like, I actually, like, am really liking this game, and I want to play it. I want to be able to enjoy it, and the stuttering is making it a little frustrating. Like, if I have to put everything on low, it's gonna lose, like, it's gonna lose how pretty it is, you know? Oh, I was not paying attention. No, no, no. Can you get... The guy who's shooting at you... The guy who's shooting at you! Oh my god. Price 720. I don't think that was an option. See, I'm curious what happens if I put, like, auto detect on. Like, what is... Like, see, auto detect is saying epic. 1280 by 720. so we'll still turn these all down to medium, and we'll see. Motion blur off. Anti-aliasing, I want low. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, looks terrible. Looks like an Xbox 360 game. Ooh, it looks terrible. You're gonna want anti-aliasing at this resolution? Ugh. Doesn't look the greatest. Alright, so... Okay. Or you can roll directly into them. It's really not helping, honestly. I guess it helps a little tiny bit, but I've still got some lag going on. Yep, see, like right there. Okay. I'm just gonna, I guess, do the best that I can and... see what happens, I guess. What? Well, see, I feel like it's every time I go to dodge away, like, see? Like, I don't know. Whenever a new enemy gets there or something, like... I can't move. I can't move. Yep. So, only problem gets lag. Yeah, so far, the only thing, I can't even get past this because of the lag. Alright, I'm not fighting anything. I'm running because I'm gonna start getting annoyed. This is why I don't play Dark Souls games, just so everyone knows. That's why I don't play these games. Goodbye! Nope, leave me alone. Why did you roll that way? Oh my god. Oh, lag. Holy shit. Can I pick this up? Alright. I guess we gotta fight our way, because I'm just lagging. I can't do anything, I'm just lagging. I don't want to talk crap about this. Yeah, I am getting a little frustrated. Oh, I hit the wrong one. I was like, that's not right. There, okay. Alright, so we're going low. Because I just want to play the game. And I feel terrible. But, like... Oh my god, stop. There you go. I can't go... I can't go low? You literally won't let me go low and... What? Something's not right. Something's not right. I'm stuck. Look at... I'm in the game, but... I don't ever record my streams. It's a resource hog. So... Close enough. I guess I'm gonna have to. Hey Trem, welcome in. How are you? Alright. I'm sorry, my technology has failed you. It's fine. Honestly, like, my computer by this point is 2 years old, and in computer speak, that's ancient, so, you know. Alright. I'm gonna, like, reload the game and stuff. What is pink drink? It's vitamin water. No, I don't have Razor Cortex. Nope. Yours is pushing 7? Yeah, I mean, like I said, mine's only just over 2 years old. Like, it should be able to play modern games with no problem. Well, so we won't be playing this for longer than the required time because I'm not sure how far we'll get. But it's fine. Some games, well, this, to be fair, this quite literally is a playtest for a game. The game has not come out yet. Like, it's still in development. And I'm going to be completely open with them, and I'm going to say, you know, the specs of my PC really struggled with it, and maybe some optimization does need to happen, but, you know, the worst part is I honestly am genuinely enjoying it, and I want to be able to play, but not if I'm stuck, you know, not if I can't move because of the lag. Graphics and ambience. Yeah, see, DJ? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to like it. Can I use my health, please? Ooh, lag. Ooh. Oh, okay, okay. I can't move! But get lag in movement in combat, yeah. Yeah, see, I was literally just here and all I did was turn around and move and I got lag. And it's inconsistent too, so it's not like, it's not render lag. Yeah, frames missed due to rendering lag 614. Skipped frames due to encoding lag 242. Okay, we're gonna be sneaky. Because we keep getting killed. See, if I can just, like... if I can work around... Is that a bad guy? How come I can't target him? I would like to target that bad guy that's down there so I can go sneak on him. Oh, see? Oh, because he's already dead. Oh. Can I make that jump? Ah! How did you see me? I don't think I can make that because of lag. Remember how I was like, oh, I don't think I can make that because of the lag, and then it lagged and I didn't make the jump? Somebody beat, I know. Somebody beat me to him. Power outage, 117-degree heat. And the bunnies to your mom's house? Oh no. Ah! I'm glad that you're at least shoot. That you're at least somewhere cool. Poison. Okay, so this is where I got murked last time. Please go. Nope. Jump. Yep. Jump, jump, jump. Okay. God. Oh, I'm so disappointed in this lag. Like, I really, really, really wanted to, like, chill out with the spinning around. Oh my god. How do I get more crystals? Do I have to, like, go back to a thingy? Save my game? I don't know how. How long is this poison gonna last? It's almost done, right? Oh, lag. Come on, please. Oh, sorry, Wolfie. I meant to say, like, I'm glad you're someplace cool and you and the bunnies are all good. But I understand when you're like, I would much rather be in the comfort of my own home. Thank you. Oh, come on. Do not lag while I am trying to be stealthy. Oh, come on. First west gate key. Okay, I got the gate key. Infiltrate the fort. I like the music. I like the music a lot. Use stealth to avoid attracting too many enemies. Invasion of the Mad King. Lore. Scared of you. Tending with traps by like when I saw flames blazing in the bog. Ran towards them in case someone... Use stealth to avoid attracting too many enemies. Yes, that's probably a good idea. If, my game would let me do that. That's kind of a cute little shelf. That's actually a really cute little shelf, IRL. For the power comes back for the, yeah, for the house to cool down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, even this little tiny room takes a good probably hour or so to get cool and comfortable when I get home from work. Is there nothing else in this house? Alright, I honestly, like, think that it's silly that you can't... I was gonna say jump through windows, and then she jumped through that window, so I guess ignore me. I don't know. Wait, is she purring? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Shit, 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 shit. I gotta go. I hit the wrong button. Open. Move, lag! It only lags when I'm in danger! Jeez. Okay. Can you... There we go. Okay, can I level up? I can. I have 2 levels. Oh, no, I don't. That's... I have 1 level. Okay, I see. Okay. What? Yes. Okay. So, the fort is where? It's gotta be... Okay. The gate to the cave requires 2 keys. The general has already found them. Okay, it's waiting for us in the fort. Reports say the other keys in the mansion. Small battalions have been dispatched. Okay. So, but where do I go? The gate to the caves. But where is that? Why does it not target the one that's like in front of you? That's what I don't understand. Oh my god. How do people play Dark Souls games and not want to scream all the time? Explain it to me, chat. Explain it to me. Alright. So that's where I came from. I'm gonna guess it's this way. Tippy toe. Tippy toe can't see me. Okay, I was already in there. Infinite patience. An ability I haven't mastered yet, I know. Oh, don't spit at me. Wait, it's not gonna pause, is it? Okay. Okay. Ooh, that lag was bad right there. Okay, so the caves... It's gotta be like there, right? What? Wait, I want to know what the other abilities do, but I haven't had a chance to use them yet. No, 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 don't lag, don't lag. Okay. I want to know what the other two abilities do, but I haven't had a chance to use them because every time I try to use them, it tells me I don't have mana. Ah! It's so dark. And like, aren't you supposed to be a cat? Why is it so dark? Like, it said that I can use this, right? Ah, okay. So just like it's on me. I'm thinking like Zelda, like it's gonna like throw a little seed on the ground or something. Okay. So the caves. The caves are where? One problem out. I know. Where? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I lagged, but I was able to save it at the last second there. Where the heck do I go? Alright, I want to use, like, what do these do? Ah! What did that do? But what is it, what does it do, though? Like, but, I know it just made, like, a little glowy around me, but for what? For what reason? Move. Oh, get up. No. Oh, I get stuck here. Alright, I have pushed the down button, like, 5 times now to try to heal. Oh, come on. Every time I, like, get a good flow, it starts lagging on me. Like, right now! Like, I wasn't even doing anything. Why is it lagging? Lag. I couldn't even move for a couple seconds there. I am stuck. I'm dying. I am healing. I am healing. Thank you. There's no way. I don't want to be mean. I want to actually play this game, but I'm getting frustrated. Like, I want to play this game. Let me play this game. Okay. I have to find the cave. Small antidote shot. Okay. Where the heck is the cave? Okay, so it's not in this area at all? Do I have to go back? Oh, is it here? Is this the case? Ah! There's 2 of them. Stuck. Ooh! What? Why did I slide so far? Okay. Alright, I'm turning everything down again, I guess. What a bummer. What a bummer that I have to run everything on low settings. Wow, look at the difference in the light. Because all the shadows are off now. That's crazy. Alright, so there's my quote-unquote souls, or whatever they're called. Ooh, I am still lagging. Got him. Alright, give me my souls. Right, this has got to be the cave. Or near the cave, or on the way to the cave, or something to do with the cave, right? No, I came from this way. Like, originally. Yeah, I came from this way. Okay, where is cave, fort, entrance, whatever you want to call it? And I should be able to see now, since I can see literally everything. Locked from the other side. Did we figure out how to get up here? Yep, this way, this way, this way. There's a hole, that's right. I did come in here already. Okay, so we are looking for the fort, but I honestly am not sure like where that's supposed to be. Ooh. Oh, that one's a fun one. Well, now I know what it does. Oh my god, that lag! I was actually doing really well with dodging and stuff! Alright, the guy with the gun back there is a little annoying. Okay, so I feel like I'm going in circles. I don't have a map or anything to know where I'm supposed to go, right? What does X do? Oh, I have 2 pages of items. I see. I see. Okay. Where the heck? Where the heck do I go? Listen, games. I need a map. I think it's there. I think it's right there. I love it. I honestly, and that's why I think I'm getting so annoyed, is because like I actually want to play it. Like I'm really enjoying it. And I'm, you know, getting a little bit better at the fighting. So like other than their performance issues, I really am enjoying it, and I do hope that it does I hope that my experience and my gameplay helps them potentially optimize the game, because I would like to play it again. But I can't do anything because I'm stuttering and lagging. And it's quite literally like getting me killed in the game, you know? Lag is the only problem. Yeah, same. It's the only problem. Oh my god, there's too many people here now. I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Get out of here. I can't see. Oh my god. I can't move. Jeez. That is not okay. That lag was absolutely not okay. Hi, Brit. You are way out of your spawn point, sir. What just happened? Oh my god, it literally reset everything. No, Crystalla is the crystals that you use to level up, apparently. I'm so absolutely annoyed right now. Alright, I hear you. I see you, okay? I see you. I have no mana left, okay? Are you happy? Annoying. Oh my god. There's no way. There's no fucking way, bro! Like, I know that I said no cursing, but like, this is borderline unplayable, and I'm really getting frustrated. I can't move. I want to like it. Like, I'm getting angry because I want to play this game. Is it a game issue? Or it's the game. It's the game. Because it's not an online game. The only other game that did this to me to the point where it was unplayable, like I said, was Guardians of the Galaxy. And I had to finish it off stream because I couldn't stream it. But I watched somebody else play this last night and it did not do this for her. So, if it's my PC and if my PC needs updates or needs to be optimized or whatever, then we're not streaming any new games in the near future. Look, I'm lagging not even in a fight. I'm literally like lagging, like walking into houses. The enemies look like rats. Yeah, they do. I'm lucky I got that magic spell off before it attacked me. Okay. I need to get over there. Okay. Hoomst? Seriously? How did you get up here? You were just on the ground, my dude. I am very stuck. Okay. Available in full game. Okay. So this is the demo, even though it says it's the playtest. It's the demo. Okay. like they're a little, like, too aware. I can't use magic on a tightrope. I'm a cat. I'm a super nimble cat, and I can't use magic on the tightrope. Okay. Makes sense, I suppose. Jump. They have absolute laser aim. I'm not supposed to be going this way. But yes, I am. Look. There's the thing right there. Okay. Right? That's where I'm supposed to be going, right? No damage whatsoever, because I have no mana. I am lagging. Okay. You guys can just, like, not... Okay. Can I get in here? Is this where I'm supposed to be going? Press Y to open. Requires both west gate keys? Okay, I'm ahead of myself, apparently. Ooh, I don't want to go that way, because there's a bug. A little buggeroony. Press 5 to open. Go faster. Thank you. Anything in here? Yes. Onward to fortune. Can I go up here? No. Oh my goodness, sir. Thank you. You can poop somewhere else. Nope, that door doesn't open. I am crouching. There we go. Okay. I am lagging. Okay. Oh my gosh. Bug. Infiltrate the fort. The fort has to be over the other place where I was thinking the first time. I got ahead of myself thinking that's where I needed to go. Wait, can I jump over that from there? No, there's no way, right? Oh my god, I almost slagged off this thing. Oh my god. And she didn't jump, of course. Because why? Why? Why would your character jump when you need her to? Okay. Jump, thank you. Okay. No, don't lag. As soon as it lags, I literally stop. Like, I take my hand off the controller. And she's... What? I can't believe I lag every time I go to make a jump. Stop lagging, please. I beg of you, please. Please, I would love to play your game, please. Okay. And then jump here. Oh my gosh, you made it that time. Jump. There we go. Okay. Okay, look at that. This is where we're supposed to be. I don't have enough mana to shoot him. Oh, I can sneak on this guy, though, I think. Everybody has said that. It's so funny. I can't believe that didn't stealth kill him. Oh! Why is the aloft one going? I literally turned the aloft one off. Like, 100% I turned that off. Well, I'm not playing aloft, obviously. I'm playing this. This is ridiculous. I am... I physically got stuck. I didn't even get to say I'm stuck because it killed me. All that progress gone. Yeah, I put everything on low. I know that. This is why I don't play. This is why I don't play Souls games. I want to cry. I want to cry. So what's the deal with this game? Catwoman meets Witcher? Come on, really? Are you familiar with the Dark... Are you familiar with the Dark Souls games at all, Steph? Get out of this corner! Oh my god. Ridiculous. Actually ridiculous. They have laser, like, they do not miss. I can't do anything. I don't even know why I'm trying. I'm not even, like, I'm not lying. I don't know why I'm still trying. Hi, Spooky. So, the thing about Dark Souls games, or Bloodborne games, Elden Ring, Sekiro, all those things, is every time you die, all of your progress that you made in between these checkpoints is gone. So if you get all the way to the end of where you're supposed to be and you die, you start over. You walk into the room and you don't get anywhere, you start over. So I don't play these types of games because it's frustrating for me and the repetition is frustrating to me. But, and I will clarify again, I do not know if it is the game or if it is my PC or if it is the combination of the two, but this game is lagging so much to the point where it is borderline unplayable. I play a lot of games that I feel like are more demanding than this game that don't stutter as much. I'm frustrated because I want to play because I am enjoying it. I do think it has a lot of potential. I really think it could be... I think it could be a huge game. I think it could be fun. It could be a huge game. But I can't play it with this stuttering. I have... I haven't done it. I just walked forward 3 feet and I just stuttered. Like, everything is on low. I'm on the lowest settings. I'm on the lowest everything. Like, I play games that are far more demanding than this. Like, I've literally played Elden Ring, and it did not stutter this much. And I don't want to talk negatively about this game because, again, I really genuinely in my heart believe it has a lot of potential to be something really fun and really awesome. But I can't play it. Like, I'm struggling so hard right now. So, I'm just a little frustrated, and it's not anything to do with anything that anybody has done or anything. It's just stuttering. It's just so... And then stuff like this where, like, I don't know if it's the hitboxes of the characters, but I should be able to roll between them, and I get stuck. I want to get the guy who can't miss a shot. Can you please stop? Jeez. And the NPCs do not miss. No, I haven't, because this is a sponsored stream, and I didn't want to, like, I didn't want any cutscenes or anything. Like, I wanted to, like, do it all and experience it all. And like I said, like, I've played far more demanding games than this. Oh! Like, I could try it off stream, and that's all well and good, but that doesn't help the fact that it's a sponsored stream and I'm supposed to be streaming it. But it doesn't matter because somebody else already streamed it yesterday and it worked fine for her. So it's clearly a me issue. It's fine. It's fine. I just have to make it there without dying. That's the problem. They are, like, very vigilant. Are you playing full screen windowed? I don't remember. I don't remember. I've changed it 100 times. No. It's not you. It's not you. It's not you. Look at this. What is this? Like, what is that? It'd be cool if I could get, like, a different weapon or just anything to be able to not just get my ass handed to me every 5 seconds. Listen, you guys who say you enjoy Soulsborne games, you're liars. You're liars and you hate your lives. There's no way this is enjoyable for people. Can we get more mana? Yeah, I have to eat the... The problem is that, like, I lag every time I try to do that. So, it's, like... not really working very well. And then he just, like, spins around, so I can't ever get behind him. I've never played one for that reason. Yeah, it's just annoying. I am full screen. I started in full screen windowed, and it did the same thing. I changed to full screen, it's doing the same thing. Everything's on low. It's... yeah. There's my stuff. But what does this one do? There are people who play through all Souls games without taking damage. Yeah, and they absolutely hate their lives. You can't convince me otherwise. Oh, where's the guy with the gun? Where's the guy with the gun? Oh my god, I just lagged so hard I ended up in a corner facing the wrong way. Okay. Alright, so I have 1 mana crystal left. 1 mana Krista. Okay, I need that gun guy up there. No, I need that guy there. Okay. What am I picking up? A lantern fruit? I don't know what that does. Why aren't you jumping? Yep. Oh, because there's a thing over me. Wait, why is this here then? Gift of Ailur. Okay, heal up before I go get my booty kicked by this guy here. Hi, hello. Ah! I am lagging, I can't move! That's so not fair! I am stuck next to this tree. Look at, see? This is what I mean. Like, now, look at, I can't get anywhere because I can't get out of this tree. Like, the hitboxes on stuff I feel like is strange. Alright, I need to get, I can't, no. Nope, 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 because these guys don't fucking miss. This is... People who play these games for fun hate their lives. Rat soldiers have inhuman aim and lag. Yep. Yeah, I lag in... I literally lag into corners that I can't get out of. Yeah. This is actually ridiculous. The fact that they don't miss a shot ever. Why'd you switch targets? He better be dead. The guy up there better be dead. Oh, you're so lucky. GPU. Yeah, so I don't know how to, I don't know how to show you. But basically, like, everything you do on your computer takes up memory, whether it's graphics memory or like computer processing memory. And this is taking up so much graphics memory, which is why it's lagging. You're kidding with this. You're kidding. Alright. I've gotten really good at killing the same enemies 700,000 times. But I don't want to kill the same enemies 700,000 times. I would like to progress the story. Alright, I need to get... See, how come I can't... How come I can't target... Like, I can't, like, choose who I want to target? Because that's the problem. Is I can't choose to target the guys with the guns. Because they're too far away. And so then they just shoot me and nick away at my health. Because I can't target them because they're too far away. Oh my god. I am literally hitting heal so many times. And now I'm back in this corner again. Yep. I can't move. Alright. The stun when you get hit sucks. The stun when you get hit sucks. Like, actually, absolutely sucks. Because it happens when you get hit with the guns, too. I did magic on you. How are you canceling magic, bro? I did my fire attack twice and he canceled it twice. Like, he interrupted it twice. Okay. Now all of China knows we are here. This is like, it doesn't matter if I go stealth, it doesn't matter if I climb, it doesn't matter if I run in. Like, everybody in the entire game, like, just books it to you. I just want to get past this part. Like, I just want to get past this part. Okay, I was in crouch. Why'd you take me out of crouch? Can I break this? No. That would have been convenient. Alright, where do I have to go? This way. Ren, hi! Ren, welcome in, Bean. How you doing? What'd you play? Oh, more Mass Effect? Very nice. Oh, wait, I'm going backwards. Hold on. Hold on. Recentering ourselves. How is Mass Effect? Thank you so much for the raid. We are playing the Crystalla playtest / demo. I'm a cat. I'm a kitty cat. So far, it's good, but I'm having quite a bit of lag in the game, which is making it a little difficult to play. Is this 2 days in a row? I see another sponsored stream. Yes, I am. So this is the Crystalla demo. It is, the best way I can explain it is like Dark Souls if you were a cat. It's been a lot of fun, but I am having a little bit of lag, so I am a little frustrated. So I apologize if I seem a little annoyed, because I have had to redo this part several times because of dying because of lag. So, anyways, hello, hi, welcome in, Raiders. Thank you for being here. If you don't know who I am, my name is Krista. That's why I'm playing Kristalla. My name is Krista, or Pinksel. Most people just call me Pink. I'm a variety streamer, and I play a little bit of everything, ranging from Lego games, Nintendo games, simulators, shooters, survival games, and everything in between. I have a very quick video that I like to show whenever we get a raid to see if this is someplace you might want to hang out, get to know us, spend some time, see what we're about, and all that jazz. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in just a moment. You got your favorite companion killed? Oh no. Oh no. Hi there, friends. Are you a human being with disgusting bodily functions? They can't know we're like this until they're here. I'm sorry that you didn't get to experience the butts. This is what heroes look like. You can't do anything with human meat, which is kind of boring. Why did you hold it like that? Why are you looking so close?
I wasn't! I just looked down and I can see it!
Look at that donk. Put your clothes on. What if you just like collected a bunch of farts? What have I done? Are you pooping? I can't stream in these conditions. I have poopies for you. That won't and can't go wrong. Don't give me that baby. Oh my gosh, my monitor. He's still rolling.
Eat.
No. That was already out. That was for the smell. I'm trying to make the poop.
Chaos, come watch us.
I'm trying to make sure we don't die.
I'm a big girl. I do Mordors. I keep finding these boners. Maybe let's not say those things on my stream. Oh my hot dogs! What is happening?
There's a deep rib.
Oh, what is this?
Deep rib.
Ho-ho! We home! Name every year in the 80s. I couldn't make this up if I tried. I don't want to fight in the poo. Where would Klefki's butthole be? You know, like these are the important questions. How do I know so much of Umbop? You did not just Umbop me.
I would play Jenga.
Yeah, I could play Shenga. Shenga?
But
Go, bees! I just want to be beautiful like her. Is it working? I'm a cat, I can help you. He's totally dead. He's just standing there. Just because I was supposed to move him. What did? Oh, I look like the kid from Stranger Things. You can go anywhere on Twitch, and this is what you choose to do with your time.
You're like, yeah, then you're like, yeah.
Ren, thank you so much. You got Jack killed? I don't know who Jack is, but I'm sad that you got your favorite companion killed, because I understand. Alright, I have to make it in here. That's all I gotta do, chat. I just gotta make it through there. That's all I have to do. So yeah, so this is Cat Dark Souls, which is a crazy combo if you think about it. See, I can't target them. I'm too far. Now I can. Oh, but I don't have any magic left. Amazing. Amazing for me. Ooh, I can't see! I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I was spamming. I was absolutely spamming health. Absolutely spamming health. Just so you all know. I was spamming the down button. Quite literally, I think I may have broke my thumb. I was hitting it so hard. Alright, I gotta make it in this door. Like, I have to make it in this door. There's no way that I've played this game for 2 hours and I haven't made it in this fucking door. I see Kidget has wares if you have coin. These these chokes do not miss a single shot. I can literally dodge, like I could be mid-dodge and they will still hit me. It's ridiculous. Okay. Let's go above. Okay. This way. This way. No, you son of a... Okay. Ah! See, they like... Yeah, see, this is what happens. Is like one person sees you, and then the whole camp sees you. Oh, come on. I did not... I can't believe that it lagged me off of the roof while I was in the middle of my attack. See, look at how many of them. Why? Lagging, lagging. Okay, he's dead. Okay. Look at how far away they run. They literally are like, doo-doo, we'll follow you to the edge of the earth. Okay, kill him. No, you can't kill me while I'm in a killing thing, apparently. Amazing. This guy can kill me, though. Oh my god. Okay. I have to get it. I have to do this. I have to do this. I'm so frustrated and determined right now. I don't like how the crouch button is hold down B. Like, the crouch button should just be B. Or I would really like for it to be pushing down on the left joystick, on the right joystick would be great. Okay. Ah! He hits so hard. Okay, heal, heal, heal. Okay. Oh, I'm lagging. Come on. No, 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 no. Okay, I got the big guy. Hi, Sully! Okay, okay, okay. Alright, now get out of here. Woo! Okay. Shooty boys are next. Alright, 2 for you. Okay, 2 for you. Please, please, please. Okay. Heal. Thank you. Alright, I can actually just go and get these guys. Ah! There's no way you both hit me while I was in the middle of jumping in the air. Like, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I don't believe that. Okay. So there's 2 of those guys. Okay. I don't have... I do have a mana crystal. Okay. So, can I do that? Okay. Hi! Okay. Lag. Ooh! Okay, they don't see me yet. Somehow they don't see me. He sees me, son of a... They both see me. I'm lagging so hard. I need to get out of here. Actually, maybe not. Okay. So now I can go back to sneaking. I can get this guy. Okay. What is this? I don't know what that is. Reaping Winds. Oh, that's another spell. Okay. Okay. Where's the other? Here's the other big guy there. What does this Reaping Winds do? Let's see. Oh, I can't. I don't have enough mana for it. Okay, I thought I saw a shot shooting at me. I do, but where? Where's shooting? Oh, I see you now. Oh, son of a... Oh my god, stop. I wish it would, like, just stop targeting, like, if you do something else. But I know they don't work like that. Okay. Ah! I have made progress! There's gotta be a savey thingy. There has to be a crystal, please. Okay, so I have both gate keys now. So I go the other way. Open the gate at the end of the village. Yeah, but I want to go back to the crystal. Available in full game. Okay. Ah! Okay. Let's go this way and this way. This way. Okay. I got stuck on nothing. Alright, so there should be a crystal right here where I can... Yeah. So... Finalize. Yes. Yes. Okay, I leveled up. Which one was it? It was this, right? Oh. Ooh. Broke my poise there, whatever it's called. No, I don't want the big bug boy. No, thank you. No, thank you, please. Open. Go faster. Here. Oh, I was too late. I went to go, as soon as I went to go, crouch, he turned around. Oh, 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 no, 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 don't get cocky, don't get cocky, get out, get out, get out, get out. No, come on, I got so far, come on, get out, get out. Heal, heal, heal. Get out, get out. We're running, we're running. There's no way, come on, please. Please, 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 please. There's no...
7 just resubscribed for 5 months.
Raven, thank you so much for the resub. I am look at. Look. I'm not moving right now. Like, seriously. Look it, I can't move. Okay, well now I can move. I am literally standing on top of him right now. I wouldn't be so annoyed if, like, the enemies didn't lag. The enemies don't lag. They don't have lag, just me. Alright, I want to make it to, like, where I'm supposed to make it. Like, I'm so determined at this point. Remember, said I was waiting to see if I got a place in the engineering range? Did you do it, DJ? Did you do it? DJ, please give me good news. Give me good news. I know, right? They have that fiber connection. Alright, so I need to go this way, right? DJ, you got it! I'm so proud of you, DJ. That makes me so happy. Congratulations. I knew you could do it. I am going the wrong way. I found the gate before, remember? And it was like, you need both keys. Let's go, DJ. Let's go. I have to kill all these guys again? There's no way. Come on, really? Oh, shoot. Okay. Alright, can I go up here and, like, avoid most of them? Please? Woo! Spicy! Where's the gate? Is it here? Though this is the one that's gonna say in the full game. Yeah, okay. Where's the gate? It's this way. It's this one. Ah! Running. Running. We're still trying to run. Healing. Running and healing. Running and healing. Running and healing. Running, 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 lagging, 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 running, 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 lagging. Okay, let's fight this guy. Lagging! I did it! Go! Go! You can't come here. You can't come here. Alright, where's my crystal so I can save? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Alright, there's gotta be a crystal for me to save. Available in full game. Traverse the caves. Listen, just give me a crystal, please. I'm very much trapped. Trapped by the lag. Running. I'm running. I'm stuck on a crystal. I'm stuck on a crystal! I am poisoned. I am dead. I'm about to be dead. Alright. I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that again. Alright. Here's my final thoughts. Here's my final thoughts on this game. It has so much potential. It has so much potential. It needs to be optimized. There is no reason for the amount of lag that I am getting. Look, I wasn't even doing anything. I was just in this like nowhere like loading zone. Like my 2-year-old PC that I have been streaming off of for 2 years should not be stuttering this badly. I think it has so much potential. I think it's fun for people who like this genre of game. Do you know what resource is peaking? It's the GPU. The GPU is like running at like a bajillion% right now. If you like Soulsborne, Sekiro, like if you like those types of games, I think that this will be like an absolutely huge game. I think that I'm not going to say the next Elden Ring, but I think that it has potential to be a fun and different take on that genre. Possibly background math calculations, like something didn't get deleted and is a moving physics project. Well, to be fair, this is still perfect timing. This is still in development. It is being funded by Kickstarter. It is still in development. It is in testing. Like this is the demo. That you can play the demo on Steam if you would like to see how it operates on your PC. But with stream, it's rough. I'm not gonna lie, it's very, very rough on stream. But like I said, I think it has a ton of potential. I think it's very fun. It's beautiful. The details, like the cat's ears, like the details, or I wish I liked these types of games more, because the frustration of having to repeat and go over and over and over and over and over the same things was just wearing me down. But if you like these types of games, I think that this will be great. I think it has a lot of potential. I really can't wait to see where it goes. I am going to tell Chaos about it. I'm going to tell Chris about it. I'm going to tell Envoy about it. Like, I'm going to tell all of my friends who like these types of games to check it out and to play it, because I definitely feel like it has a lot of potential. I feel like it could be a really big game. It could be a lot of fun. It needs work. It needs polishing. It needs optimization. So that's my final say on it. So if it's cool with you guys, I am going to end this stream. I'm going to take probably maybe like a 10 or 15-minute break. Probably not even. Like, I'm literally going to let the dogs out, stretch my legs and all that. And then I'm going to play some Subnautica for the rest of the night, if you guys are cool. So we could say, you could say no. You could say no. That's my plan, but I was just asking if you guys would like chill and chat and like wait for me to like let my dogs out and stuff. Let's do it. Well, I am Spooky the Chosen One, say no to you leaving. We miss you. Aw. Well, I have to end this stream because I have to submit this stream to the devs. So this stream has to end, but it's more just like, will you all like chill and wait for me? So like when I start stream back up, like you guys will all be here. Like that's more what I'm asking. Like, will you wait for me to pee and will you wait for my dogs to pee? I'll be here. We will wait. Okay. All right, guys. I am going to end stream. I'm going to let the dogs out, do all that stuff. I'm going to submit this Subnautica, my beloved. I'm going to submit this to the devs. Hopefully I wasn't too mean. I just feel that I should be honest with how I feel that the game functions, and I feel like it needs some polishing. But I'm very excited to see where the future of this game goes. But I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. I will wait for you.